Working as intended.
Slap. It's time for more lazy serving. According to non-sources, the couple on the mountain and the magicians in the forest established close contact. The source told us that while they are unable to report specific crimes, they are worried that the couple and magicians are plotting something. Our news will provide additional updates if we uncover anything else. We strongly condemn any suspicious activities that could harm Gensokyo. Don't want to just buy everything, because that wastes an extra couple thousand. Keep buying those discs. Getting all buttered up. Any other costumes I should be wearing? Want to stick with Idol? And go with Cake Dress? Get Jizoed on. More foggy coins. Anything going on down here? Are you done? There sure are a lot of wolves in Gensokyo. Why this sudden interest? Because every time there's a full moon, there's a seemingly endless stream of howling wolves. It makes going to sleep quite the task. They aren't called the Howling Gods for nothing. Howling Gods is what they call us back when we were in the outside world. As you know, I'm a Honshu wolf, a species which has gone extinct in the outside world. That's why wolves are everywhere in Gensokyo, because they're extinct in the outside world. Sorry for any inconvenience caused. It's nothing you have to apologize for. Extinction, so the outside world are not only unfriendly to yokai, they're unfriendly to animals too. You could say even back when yokai of the outside world had still been fresh in the minds of this land's humans, the wolves were already gone. Why is that humans in the outside world hate wolves that much? It's the exact opposite. Wolves are very revered among humans. We were originally the smallest wolves in the world, not enough to be dangerous to humans, but enough to be threatening to wild beasts. So in the past we were treated as the patron gods of farmland, chasing away beasts like deers and bears which would trample the crops. Then shouldn't humans love you guys? Humans did, in fact, construct many shrines related to wolves for this purpose. On certain festivals and rituals related to wolves, humans would even prepare protective charms. Some farmers would hang these charms on a stick and place them in the middle of their fields, or cut it into small pieces and spread them around the field. In the long winter light nights of the north, the howling of wolves awakened a certain kind of faith in the people. At the time, wolf packs freely ran around in the mountains. They also loved to howl together in the morning and at night. Their howls resounded throughout the valleys, so humans called them the Howling Gods. From the sounds of it, humans and wolves got along very well. How did they end up extinct? There are many stories that claim to explain how the wolves went extinct. One of them is that a disease broke out due to the large number of pets imported during the 18th century. Animal populations, including those of us Honshu wolves, were decimated as a result. Diseases are scary. Another story goes that humans hunted wolves on a large scale in order to obtain their pelts. During the beginning of the 20th century, the final wolf was hunted down, thus marking the end of the Honshu wolves. Since then, there has not been a single wolf on this land. Then, what actually happened? These stories are all true, but at the same time, they're not. At the heart of it all, humans just wanted to expand their domain of influence, so they invaded the wolves' territory. This caused the wolves to attack their livestock, so humans used any means necessary to hunt them down in retribution. Oh, so this is how it ends. So this is how it ends those who were once worshipped and revered as gods. It's a bit sad to think about. That's how it ended for us in the outside world, but in Gensokyo, wolves travel together in packs, and they still get to have pretty carefree lives. It's thanks to that sage who created the boundary between fantasy and reality, we wouldn't have been able to carry on in Gensokyo otherwise. I can't imagine a reality without Gensokyo anymore. The boundary between fantasy and reality? I sure wonder which side is supposed to be reality. To the outside world, everything that happens in Gensokyo doesn't exist, but to us, it's all well and real. The things that happen in here are things that would only happen in Gensokyo. Yeah, like a yokai running an Izakaya. Not just an Izakaya, I want to have a concert too. That's amazing, you're the shining example of us grassroots yokai. It's nothing much, I did prepare a VIP seat for you though. Come and have a listen when the time comes. I promise. Speaking of, a pen pal of mine is a fan of yours. You remember the mermaid I mentioned? Mermaid, you don't? You even tried one of her bamboo dishes. I remember the bamboo meat pot, right? I'm not sure whether to call your memory good or bad. She's always wanted to meet you, but she can't freely move around, so if possible I'd like you to go meet her. Sure thing, where do I find her? Right around the lake. She's not very brave, so she stays out of sight most of the time. She really had to work up her courage to meet with you. I got it, around the lake. I'll go and see her. I hope you get along well. Alright, you are now level 5. Save half hour, don't have to invite you anymore. I'm gonna invite you, but you just never show up. Alright, off to the garden. Happy music. You need to come along. Love points, you come along too. Ayaya is maxed out. Come along. And you. Hi, why is Yashomadango eaten on Per-Nirvana Day? I think it's prepared for the ceremony to commemorate the Buddha's death when he attained Nirvana. I don't get it. What does Yashomadango have to do with the Buddha's death? You didn't know? The Yashomadango symbolizes Buddha's sarira? The Buddha's ashes. Oh, okay. Nope, don't get it. Humans are scary. Kogasa, what have you done? What is it? Don't you know your wanted posters are everywhere in the human village? Oh, more or less what on earth happened? You know how I said I worked as a babysitter for humans? How did you babysit into a wanted criminal? I didn't do anything though. If there are crying children in the east, I startle and comfort them, and if there are laughing children in the west, I startle and make them cry. Isn't that the same for all babysitters? I don't even ask for any money because no one's hiring me. I'm just being a good Samaritan. That kind of babysitter doesn't exist. You're just being creepy. What have you been up to lately? I have found a new job which suits me. Great, what kind of job is it? Prepare for trouble and make it double. Did you read some strange book again? That line sounds familiar. Don't cut me off at a time like this, will you? Sorry, From the top, prepare for trouble and make it double, for I shall become a rainmaker. What do you think? Doesn't it go hand in hand with me? It goes hand in hand how? For me, even if I succeed in calling down rain, I don't have to worry about getting wet. That's true, it does suit you very much. I have everything it takes, now all I have to do is make it rain. I won't bother you any further then. I believe in you. Alright, I'll open up here so these people are automatically invited. You sure learn fast. It's because you're such a good teacher. Even if it's the same dish, the taste differs depending on the person making it. Doesn't that mean it's not authentic enough? No, this is precisely what's interesting about cooking. It doesn't have to be authentic. Keep going and create your own style of dishes, little sparrow. Got it. I hope we can continue talking about cooking in the future as well. Sure thing. You're welcome anytime. What are you doing, Miss Tojiko? I'm considering swapping out all the wooden buildings here for stone ones. Why fix something that's not broken? Because you never know when a certain Futo will start a fire. What? She even sets fire to her own home? She won't do it deliberately, of course. I'm just afraid that one day she'll have like a nightmare or something and treat the mausoleum like it were the temple. You can't set fire to the temple either. Miss Tojiko, during the time when Miss Miko and the others were asleep, were you always guarding the great mausoleum? Did you not go anywhere else? I didn't go to any other place. Wouldn't that be boring? Very boring. There wasn't even anyone to talk to. Then how did you pass the time? I just wandered around circles. Now that I think about it, there really wasn't anything to do. Oh, I'll keep you company more often. There's more people here than ever now. Don't worry, I don't reflect on my past habits. Loneliness, vengefulness, I don't remember them at all. It's rare to see you read the news, Miss Futo. I discovered that Tengu newspapers hath much of the matters in Gensokyo inscribed. It hath taught me many things, thus I dug up a bunch for studying. Oh, Tengu newspapers, huh? If you want to understand what is happening in Gensokyo, wouldn't history books be preferable to Tengu newspapers? But history books bore me to no end. Tengu newspapers aren't much more engaging in comparison. I'm just worried you'll misunderstand Gensokyo's common sense if you read too many of these newspapers. Why, the Crown Prince praised my newfound knowledge only recently. Did she? Well, you do speak a lot better now. It hath been a while since my revival in Gensokyo. I too hath learned a few things. In Gensokyo, be it a mild disagreement or a deep grudge, a fight is the best way to start any conversation. It's a universal greeting. Huh? Something wrong? No, I can't say you're wrong. I have grasped the charms of Gensokyo. 'Tis a shame that I am busy preparing for the Hakude Grand Festival. My hands are tied, thus I cannot take in more of Gensokyo. The Hakude Grand Festival. I recall you have registered for the competition too? Yes, then thou shalt beware that we and the Yokai Temple were both champions last year, thus both of us shall have arenas this year. I know the temple's theme is rock and roll and the mausoleum is a cook-off. Actually, I've always been curious, why would the mausoleum choose that as its theme? Hermits and Taoist priests don't seem like the type that would be particularly good at cooking. Your knowledge in Taoism is lacking. You shall understand once you have attended a Taoist feast. Taoist feast? Taoist feasts contain many top-quality and elegant dishes, such as the 3 pure ones, fake meat feast, or the Taiji feast. 'Tis far beyond the reach of the Yokai Temple. What? Taoist banquets sure are strange. What's fake meat? Taoist food culture aims to seek longevity and nourishment. While there are vegetarians and non-vegetarians, during festivities and such only vegetables are used. Therefore, I know fake meat means something similar to vegan chicken, right? Indeed, you did not disappoint. I started running a stall in order to change the perception that red lanterns mean grilled bird meat, but as the business grew, in order to satisfy all customers, I also learned how to use other ingredients as a substitute for bird meat. The same goes for fake meat. You have dishes like yin-yang fish, kunlun egg, among other things. These classic dishes are all common in feasts. The more you know, so what's the Taiji feast? You often see symbols of Taoist culture in the mausoleum. Which one do you think is the most representative? This. So if you notice yin and yang, 2 swirls joined together to form a serpentine line. This is what we call the yin-yang Taiji diagram. Taiji is a predecessor of chaos. In change there is the supreme polarity, which generates the 2 modes. The 2 modes generate the 4 images. The 4 images then generate the 8 trigrams. It tells us how the universe, as well as everything that ever was, came from Wujin Taiji. Huh? You mean Taoism, 2 swirly things gave birth to everything in the universe? The swirls are merely how they're commonly described. The white is yang and the black is yin. Within yang there is yin and within yin there is yang. This symbolizes the state of Taiji before heaven and earth, before chaos was divided into yin and yang. Sounds complicated. I think you mentioned some dish about yin-yang fish. How on earth do you cook such a complicated fish? Going to give up? I won't back down now. You may be strong, but I'm no pushover either. Good spirit. Then you'll cook your best dish. Let me see if you truly are worthy of becoming our opponent. No, we've already signed up. Worthy or not, we'll still see each other in the arena. Seriously? Shouldn't you be more hot-blooded at a time like this? What an outdated mindset. Ahem. Actually, I've been fasting lately, so I haven't eaten anything for a while. All I talk about food has given me quite the appetite. Sweat. If you make something delicious bearing the colors of Gensokyo, I'll teach you a classic dish bearing the colors of Taoism. What say you? Deal. I'll head up to the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Hi. Are you the young mermaid Miss Kagerou mentioned? Introverted mermaid. Hello, I'm Wakasagi Hime. Hello, Miss Wakasagi Hime. I like singing very much. I heard about you, so I asked Kagerou to set up a meeting. Oh, are you one of my fans? This is the first time meeting a fan. Am I supposed to give out an autograph? Sorry, those less than quiet songs really aren't my cup of tea. Huh? So you're not one of my fans? So you want to see me because I want to be like you, singing in front of everyone? Then go and sing. I heard a mermaid song is very beautiful. I want to listen to it too. But I can't sing in front of everyone. I see. Is there anything I can help you with then? I'd like to know, how did you overcome the embarrassment of punk rock and sing in front of everyone? Embarrassment? Why would I be embarrassed about it? When all I have is in my head is the desire to sing, the song just comes out naturally. So you're saying my desire isn't strong enough? Is that it? First, you need to learn to exercise all your unnecessary thoughts. Leave nothing but the notion of singing in your brain. Learn to exercise all unnecessary thoughts. You're right. Maybe my biggest problem is that I overthink things too much. I get it. Thank you for your guidance. You're welcome. What do you plan on doing? I'm going to sign up for some extreme sports. I'm going to put myself in extreme situations where I can't think, forcing myself to exercise unnecessary thoughts. Will that be going a bit too far? It's thanks to you that I can take the first step. I heard from Kagerou that you like to fish, so I prepared the fishing rod for you. I'll help and give you assistance, but you don't like it? No, it's not that. Aren't you a fish too? You don't have to give me a tool to help me prey upon your kin if you don't want to. We fish don't have the same value as the creatures on land. The bigger fish eating the smaller fish isn't anything out of the ordinary. In fact, if you go all the way back, all life on land came from the ocean. So in the eyes of fish, every organism is part of the family, so we don't fuss over it like the land creatures. I see. I'll help myself to it then. This fishing rod looks very special. This quality fishing rod is one I found laying around at the bottom of the ocean. Apparently it has a chance to catch things other than fish. You can't possibly catch underwater treasures, can it? I'm curious what it'll catch myself. If you catch anything of interest, why don't you keep them in a collection? Maybe one day you'll be able to look back on it. Sure, my basement still has a lot of space. I think I can fit a display case in there. But fishing with the quality fishing rod will be more difficult. It's better to use it once you've gotten the hang of fishing. Thanks, so that I may be worthy of this fishing rod, I shall practice twice as hard. I wish I could be like you, not afraid to take on any challenge that comes your way. I really hope I can overcome my timidness one day. I don't think you're timid at all. I hope to be able to hear you sing one day too. Right, I'll do my best. Better fishing rod. Love points? Have you made progress in building up your courage? Singing in front of another person is still too difficult for me. But Kagerou gave me an idea. All I have to do is store my songs in seashells. When these seashells are washed ashore, anyone who picks them up will be able to listen to my song. That sounds really interesting. I hope I can find one of the seashells too. I'll still build up the courage best I can, though. One day I want to sing in front of everyone for real. Good luck. I'm sure you can do it. Business really is booming for you, huh? What? You've been there, Miss Wakasagi-hime? I asked Kagerou to bring me there, but I wouldn't make a good guess, so I just passed by. But doesn't a mermaid who goes on shore turn into sea foam? Huh? Nothing of the sort. That's relief. How did you get on shore anyways? Is your tail capable turning into legs at any time? Nothing of the sort. Kagerou used some bamboo to fashion a wheel bucket for me. Then she filled it with water and showed me around while I stayed in the bucket. I see, since you usually spend time in the water, what do you think of dry land? Everyone banding together to accomplish various things are very eye-opening for me. It's completely different from life in the water. You're welcome on land anytime. Alright, gotta cook things, but let's see what this fishing rod is like. The quality fishing rod may fish up some special items. They can be viewed here. Huh. Aha, you can fish up some special stuff. Quality fishing rod. There's 3 special items in each area. Alright, I need Japanese specialty. Isn't this Japanese specialty? No. Well, when in doubt, look it up. Kagehime Luna Dango Secret Savory Mushroom Hot Pot. Alright, there you go. Hi, is this the flavor again? Tokyo tastes rather different. It's your turn to teach me how to, now that you're full. Very well, since thou art so studious, I shall let you bear witness to the precision required in Taoist cuisine. Let's do this. 8 trigram fish maws. There's some shenanigans going on over here. It's either Nitori or Marisa. Maybe Nitori? No shenanigans yet? Alright, how does I fishing? Oh, whoops. Isn't there a minigame that I have to play? Oh, okay, I have to keep it in here. Fish in there. Whee! Octopus, it's a fish. Mini games. Just keep it in there. Pufferfish. So can I keep it in there? What's the treasure for? Oh, I have to keep it in there. Treasure box in there. Stop going everywhere. Blank card. No one knows what it's used for. Then I get the treasure box. Whee! Something special. Moon rocket. If there's not a treasure box, I can just cancel it. Stay in it, fish. A random cucumber. Of course there's a cucumber here. Upgrade the fish is 2. Then get the treasure. Kappa's wig? It seems one of the Kappa's most closely guarded secrets has been fished out. Right click. Do not want. Whoops. Capture the fish before the box. At least it doesn't take up any time. Well, not in-game time. Get the treasure. Get the fish. Cucumber. No box. Work on the box, then the fish. But don't let the fish's meter get too low. Miracle Glove. A glove invented by the Kappa, granting more precision and stability compared to bare hands. Can also suck up small parts. Alright, Yokai Mountain's done. Fishing. No boxes. Game, please. I want the boxes. Like that one. Snag a box. It's a fruity highball. Only except if there's a box. No box. No box, no fishing. This game really doesn't want me to have any boxes, does it? Game, please. This game seems like you don't want boxes ever. And there's one. Strange fish. It looks hilarious. So hilarious I can't bear to use it in a dish. I'll just keep it as a pet and look at it when I feel down. It just looks funny. Deny. Boxing. Sinner's Broken Chains. A tool used by hell to imprison sinners. Remnants of a spine-chilling grudge can be felt from it as if to say something very unpleasant will happen in the future. Well, that's ominous. No box. Box. Can't let the fish get too low. Get a dust eye. No box. A box. Fruity highball. Do some unboxing. Forgotten hat. A hat left behind by an Angmek yokai who only appears during the winter. Where on earth is she during spring? That Letty's hat? Those just random collectibles? Oh, should we get some slaves to work? Get some udambara. Alright, back over here. Big feast. Rice balls, rice balls, rice balls. Alright, we'll put Yomu to work again. Only concentrating on the special guests. Welcome, you're late today. What would you like to order? I like something that goes well with alcohol. Coming right up. You want something good with alcohol? I recall you disliking those sorts of dishes. Why this sudden change of heart? Don't stare at me like that. I didn't say I wouldn't serve you it. You seem tired, so I made the eggs you love so much. What the heck is her problem? Miss Mailing, you're awake early today. What would you like? I think I have some fried cicada shell. What? Is that no good? No, but don't you hate peculiar dishes? Alright, just one please, that's coming right up. I'll respect the customers this time. No adding in additional ingredients. Miss Mailing's taste sure did a complete 180 though. I have a feeling it's not Miss Mailing. This is something worth risking being stabbed by knives for? It's almost as if Miss Mailing wasn't Miss Mailing. They're not sleepwalking, are they? Just left without paying. Also, cake dress. Alright, gotta do this. Get my buffs. We fling the food. Food's already made. Oh, hello. What did you want? Trigram fish maws. That is a lot of stuff. I guess you're getting it anyways. This? Expensive food. Well, at least you'll enjoy your drink. Hooray! Tenshi approaches. Alright, Futo's done. That's all she needed. Ooh, expensive food. Give you some of that good cock. And what's Kasen want? Japanese. Mid-alcohol. Go Yomu, go Yomu. And now she wants photogenic. That's pretty photogenic. Your budget's running low. 180 can't handle 210. Keep giving Tenshi the big booze. Give me your most expensive item. Keep giving you Cassia wine. Make you very cultured. Food that surprises you is pretty interesting, isn't it? I mean, I'll also just bake sweet potatoes for you. Make it peculiar. This is the only cheap vintage I have. Your budget isn't very high, though. Give Tenchi something legendary. Some more expensive booze. My buffs. Make more rice balls. Get hyper mode. Thanks, Tenshi. Oh, strength boosting. Make you some strange pudding. More vintage, huh? It's really only cassia wine in that. Sweet foods. More vintage, huh? Stop with that vintage shit. People actually ordering expensive stuff. Your budget, though. Can we fit shit in your budget? I feel like I can't really. This was all given to me by the kids. Oh, Mokou and Tojiko come along. Towards the end of the night. Cheap bitterness. Have a pork cutlet. As for you, fruity mushrooms, right? It's a slow night of love points. Tojiko didn't have to try anything, right? It's like where are all the other people I invited? Greasy. And you want fruits. Mushroom with fruits. Grind those love points. Oh, there's the person who wanted something. My buffs. There we go. Likes Japanese. She can eat pork rice balls. Have lots of butter, make it greasy. Give usual cheap booze. Give usual expensive booze. I love meeting wonderful people. How about this? Happy. Spicy mushrooms. Also crafts fast. Small shop serving food from all around the world. How convenient. That's specialty. This is pretty specialty. Fast crafting. You want a sweet drink? This one's pretty sweet. Keep giving Seiga Genesis the same thing. Keep giving Mokou the same thing. Get those love points. Slow night. Is this vegetarian? No. Make it vegetarian. Modern ramune. You know what helped if I actually fed Seiga what she wanted? Wonderful. Tianxi's stewed mushrooms? Wants wonderful added to it. Still enjoys it. Slow night. Only 25,000. Mystia Temple recently wants us to choose a topic for debate around people's welfare. I heard that human temples have the tradition of debating scriptures. Do yokai temples have to debate this kind of thing as well? Debating scriptures is too difficult for the yokai of the temple, although I basically memorized them all. Kyoko, you're amazing. Hey, it's only because I listen to the chanting from the temple every morning when I'm sweeping. Well, Yamabiko are yokai that echo people's words. There aren't many people who just go to a mountain to shout anymore. That's why I got discouraged and joined the Buddhist temple. Anyway, I was thinking that maybe for my topic, I could discuss the difference between the rich and poor of various races in Gensokyo. You're familiar with the budget limits of guests by now, right? For example, there's a clear wealth gap between fairies who don't work and races like the Kappa and Tengu who have strong social systems. It's only natural that fairies don't do anything but eat, sleep, and play. Even the small amount of money they might have would just be for pranks. Yeah, the geeks like Kappa are completely different. They say that in addition to the base camp at Genbu Ravine, the Kappa have bases hidden all over Gensokyo. Fairies at best find a tree or flower to live in. What's the point of having so many bases? I'm not sure, maybe there's some business we don't know about? What about Tengu? With the amount of newspapers, they don't seem to make much money. Tengu don't just rely on newspapers, you may not know, but there's a very deep pit in the mountain. Eh? I originally had to pass through there on my way home, but the Tengu have been tightly guarding the entrance to the pit. I don't know what treasures are inside, but now I have to take a detour every time I go home. Maybe a gold mine, silver, gems? I don't really know. In short, from these examples, the guest dining budget can be a great indication of their living standard. If you sort it by race, then you might be able to analyze how each race lives. So profound, Kyoko has really become more knowledgeable since she joined the Buddhist temple. But if I use a guest as an example, there's someone I suddenly think of whose budget isn't proportional to her income. Marisa? Yeah, there is such a person. Miss Marisa basically picks mushrooms and experiments with them. But she eats more extravagantly than any of the Kappa or Tengu. Why is that? Is it possible Miss Marisa is actually a rich lady? I don't think so. I heard that she separated herself from her family to live in the forest by herself. Besides, it didn't seem that she was rich before. Maybe she became rich recently. By the way, I remember that she said her Kirisama Magic Shop had received a big order before. Really? Kirisama Magic Shop? It seems to be a shop similar to a goods store. Maybe that's... Oops, it's getting late, so I'll have to stop chatting with you. I get up early tomorrow, so I'll be going home first. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Slow night. Am I overthinking it? Yesterday, both Lumia and Miss Sailing seemed different than usual. It's still early, so I guess I can pay them a visit. I'm always in need of meat. If I wanted to pile on money, I could just go do Alice shenanigans. There's also spreading budgets if a character with a high budget comes by. I just get Jizoed on. Hi, Lumia. Lumia, it's me. Yay, it's Misty! Thank goodness, you're the normal Lumia. What's that mean? Nothing. The way you ate at my shop yesterday was a bit tad strange, so I was a bit worried. I guess I was just overthinking it. Your shop? Speaking, when did your taste of food change? I thought you didn't like eating food that was meant to go with alcohol. So nanoka. Do you not remember what happened yesterday? Yesterday you came to my shop to eat. I even added in those eggs you loved so much that you got angry and left. You don't remember anything about it? So nanoka? Seems like you don't remember. What a scatterbrain. Oh well, you go have fun. Will you join? I'm busy, so maybe next time. Alright, how far along has Mokou come? Miss Mokou, are you guiding those humans again? It's nothing, just trying to kill some of my infinite time. Miss Mokou, you're just pretending. You sound tough, but in your heart, you're still kind of individual. Why are you always pretending and trying to isolate yourself from others? I don't need to interact with others. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm always just a freak. They'll be happy if they're less involved with me. Is that really the case? Isn't that the truth? I heard one of my guests mention that there was once a human needing urgent care at Entei. You guided and guarded him until he reached the destination. He really wanted to thank you, but you had already disappeared. He was asking everyone where you went, trying to repay what you had done for him. During the process, he discovered that you had helped countless other people. I already told you, I'm just killing time. But for them, you're their hero, really. Someone like me is actually considered as a hero in their eyes. Even when you're trying to avoid additional contact, you've already created many bonds silently. Gensokyo nowadays is getting more and more amusing. I got to witness this entertaining world thanks to my never-ending life. Right? Ever since the Great Barrier was created, yokai and humans are getting closer and closer to each other. There's always something fun going on every day. Looking back, single-mindedly focusing on killing Kaguya was indeed too wasteful. That's what I've been trying to tell you. While you may have suffered greatly thanks to her, you cannot deny immortality has its own perks, right? I couldn't have witnessed this miracle that happened 1300 years later if not for that fact that I can't die, and I can't understand the loneliness of someone with a similar ability either. If you understand now, then why don't you start running? What I mean, stop being confined to your past. Look toward to the future. Start living with such a mindset and start running in your new life. That's quite inspirational, even coming from you. Unfortunately, I don't have a direction yet. Didn't you mention that you were going to open a barbecue restaurant? I told you, that was made up. Are you really not interested at all? Generally speaking, even if it's something made up, it's still something that came to your mind earlier, right? Even so, I have no business experience at all, even after living for so long. How about this? Could you gather ingredients for me? That way you can accumulate some knowledge about how to select the high-quality ones. Gather ingredients? Yeah, why not? It's not like I have anything else to do either. Really, that's great. I don't have enough time to do everything in one day. There's just too much. I have nothing but time. It's not a problem giving some to you. Speaking of that, as a yokai, why are you working so hard? There are many reasons, however. I hope when I have enough money from my Izakaya, I can host a fabulous solo concert. By then I'll invite humans, yokai, fairies, ghosts, and every other race in Gensokyo. It'll be a super epic Gensokyo-style concert. That does sound super interesting. At this concert, I guarantee that my songs will touch your heart. You'll definitely thank yourself for being alive. That's some wishful thinking right there. However, I really enjoy your energy. Therefore, please come to my concert no matter what. Of course, I look forward to it with every cell in my body. Alright, you're done. Dislikes wonderful? You're not done, though. Froggy coins. Love points and invites. Miss Mailing? Miss Mailing, what happened? Someone! I feel like I just took one long nap. Oh, what are you doing here, Mystia? Hey, are those tears? I thought you had passed out. It didn't look like you were sleeping at all, did it? I do feel a bit dizzy and my body feels pretty tired. Please sleep in your bed from now on. It's fine. Maybe I went to sleep hungry is all. I'll sleep right as rain after a hearty meal. Did you just wake up? You're going back to sleep? Wait a second. You said you went to sleep hungry? Something wrong? But you were clearly eating at my shop last night. No, I wasn't. Last night, what did I do last night? You don't remember? Perhaps I've been sleeping since yesterday noon. Don't tell me you actually were sleepwalking last night. That's odd. I've never had trouble sleeping before. I suppose I'll need more safety measures in place when I sleep from now on. I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave you to your sleep research. Nothing seems to be wrong with Rumi and Miss Mailing. But I should see what Mr. Emu thinks. Any shenanigans going on up here yet? No? How about over here? No shit from you yet? Love points. Maybe I'll invite you two guys to enemy territory. Tenchi stew mushrooms, now that's a clever name. What do you think? It's great! The chestnuts planted here are nurtured in divine energy. Eating them can help with training, so it's a good dish for our trainees. Chestnuts sure are a treasure, even monkeys can eat them. Speaking of, I thought about it, and what was fed to the monkeys were actually acorns, not chestnuts, eh? But it's true that chestnuts are a treasure, really the entire tree is a treasure. Chestnut trees, aren't they just regular old trees? A chestnut tree's logs are not only hard, but also sturdy against the elements. It's prime material for constructing houses and ships. Its bark and cupule can be used to create tannin and even medicine. Its flowers are a good source of pollen, and its leaves can feed silkworms. You could say its entire being is a treasure. Now I want to plant a chestnut tree near my house. Cupo, cup-shaped organ. What's with that huge sack on your back? Are they stolen goods? Whatever could you be talking about? These are the 4 wise monkeys developed by the saint. 4 wise monkeys, from their poses, they're hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. What's the last one supposed to be? That would be free no evil. Huh? Free what? Worms which reside within humans will report back to King Yaman on the day of Gangshen, increasing the human sins. That's why humans have a tradition of drinking and staying up late on this day. Miko created these 4 wise monkeys so that when they see worms coming out of your body, they'll continuously chase them down. In other words, even if you black out drunk and the worms escape, just have these around and they'll be caught, unable to snitch on you. Does it really work? Why don't you try it and see? We're having a clearance sale, so you can take one home for the measly price of 2,000 yen. Too expensive! Never mind, I'm not a human anyways. That's what I thought. These monkeys are targeted towards humans. So instead of spending money to buy gifts for the children, why don't I use these 4 wise monkeys as gifts? They're just taking up space in our inventory, and this is healthier for the environment too, right? Are you sure you're handing out gifts? Things for kids should be paid for by their parents, after all. This is what we call a fair trade. I think that Human Village is going to invest in more security soon. Your hairpin is really special, Miss Seiga. It looks just like a chisel. Like a chisel? Say true, it is used for passing through walls, after all. Huh? Using such a small hairpin, no matter the wall, I can instantly open a hole through it. And going back to exactly the way it was after a bit of time. Isn't that just spectacular? It is super spectacular. You can have a warehouse of solid stone and it'd be no different from a piece of tofu for me. It is harder to penetrate softer walls, though. I see. Should I consider softening up my walls? Love points. That was your tasty treat. I'm going to give feedback for the 8 trigon fish mods. Your cooking is superb, but this is only one part of Taoist food culture. You have only gotten your foot in the door. No wonder Mausoleum is hosting a culinary arena. You guys seem to have cooking in the bag. How do you store cooking in a bag? Do modern people truly use that turn of phrase? I guess you could say that. I shall bear that in mind. In any case, as a friend, here's a piece of advice. If you wish to return victorious from an arena, I suggest you challenge Mule and temples. Nothing's more insulting than sharing first place with those pretentious yokai monks. I'd much rather stand with a true yokai at the winner's podium. Ah, we're aiming to be the sole champion. Ha ha ha, the valiant die but once. Very well, we'll not go easy on you. I won't hold back either. Alright, level 4. Do you own a boat too, Miss Futo? Thou caught sight of it? Indeed, the Yokai Temple is not the only place with a heavenly ship. I'm so jealous. My own temple's ship is a ship of light. Is yours the same? My ship is not as pretentious as that. It's the real deal. True biscuit porcelain. By biscuit porcelain, you mean? Indeed, a ship made out of plates. What, can a ship like that really float on water? It cannot float on water, but I can replace it through a set plate ceremony. Sounds rather nice. It's a waste of a lot of plates, though. Thought thou head to the Yokai Temple often? Well, I go there about as much as I come here. Our domain should be more than sufficient to meet thy needs. Why wouldst thou ever go to a temple of yokai? To call them a fraud would be an insult to charlatans everywhere. Because all the monks inside are yokai? I do not discriminate against yokai. It's because they are too injudicious, not an effort spared in keeping up appearances. I suspect they have no intent to train at all. Why do you say that? See how each of them hath so much hair? Is that not proof of their injudiciousness? In days of yore, all monks obediently tonsure their heads. What's a tonsure? To shave one's head to become bald. No way, Kyoko absolutely cannot become a baldy. Do not want bald waifu. Why don't you guys come along? Hey, so that happened. Do you think it's strange too? No, I mean, trying something new every once in a while is nothing odd, is it? But it truly didn't look like Miss Mailing was sleeping. She probably had a nightmare sleeping in a place like that. Sleeping too much can affect the quality of your sleep too. Is that really all there is to it? Nah, you know, yokai will be... Slap. Ow, my head! You... Miss Yukari, we meet again, proprietress. Hello! What's your problem? I've been listening to your conversation, I just couldn't stand it. You are much too lazy. Aren't you the busy bee? Can't stop eavesdropping for 1 second, can you? Someone with your intuition should have immediately been able to tell that something was wrong, no? You mean I don't see anything wrong here? Then you're not only lazy, you're also daft. What on earth is going on? Do you know something about this? Well, there are things going on behind the scenes in Gensokyo, but I didn't expect you to be the first one to notice. To think it eluded even my notice. Yokai is starting to get dementia now? Before I explain that, allow me to explain the purpose for my visit today. That is, I've come bearing an important mission, a request from New Hell. Oh yeah, I didn't ask you to expand my business. This isn't wholly unrelated to Gensokyo. A criminal with insurmountable sins has broken out of hell. And you're saying they fled to Gensokyo? It was just a possibility before, but after what you just said, we can be certain that she's fled to the surface. So all I have to do now is drag this guy back to hell, right? Yes, that's correct. However, I'm afraid the matter is not as simple as you think. What do you mean? This fugitive who had broken out of hell is an eternal sinner, a terrifying vengeful spirit with the moniker of Jailbreak King. Her name is Mizuchi Miyadeguchi, someone who is out for revenge and hostile to Gensokyo. A vengeful spirit, and she's hostile to Gensokyo? Whatever she has in mind, a mere vengeful spirit, her power is especially strong amongst vengeful spirits. According to intelligence from Hell, the Jailbreak King is not someone you want as an enemy. She wouldn't have been able to break through Hell's ironclad defenses otherwise. After her breakout, she's been possessing people left and right in order to evade Hell's troops. Not only can she control the body of the one she's possessing, she can even use their ability. And with her cautious and cunning personality, there's virtually no way to tell whether someone has been possessed. Possession, are you saying Lumi and Miss Mei-Ling? It's very likely those who have been possessed will have no recollection of what they did while possessed, so we have no way of getting information from them. Unearthing the presence of the Jailbreak King was very difficult. What do we do then? Wait, was? Thanks to your report, I've noticed the fatal flaw in her flawless disguise. Because of me, I get it, vengeful spirits don't need food to survive, but bodies possessed by the Jailbreak King do. To maintain the strength of the body and to pull the wool over others' eyes, the Jailbreak King has no choice but to eat. However, she's not familiar with the likes and dislikes of those she has possessed. So the bird figured out that something was off. This is our chance to capture her. Not bad, see? When you put your mind to it, you can get things done. I do take notes on what flavors my guests like, but I can't just tell when someone's tastes are off. That does sound like a pretty tall order. Nevertheless, I know people in this world who are very good at detecting displacement. That is, minute movements. If you can convince them to train you, you'll be able to do it much better than before. I just ran at Izakaya. That's like asking me to become a superhero. She's Hell's most wanted after all. Plus, we're dealing with a vengeful spirit. Yokai's natural enemy. Isn't having the bird join in being a bit too hard on her? Oh, so you have sympathy for Yokai after all. That's something I'd rather not see. Although I won't be pushing everything onto a little sparrow, of course. Whether she agrees or not, Gensokyo sages and New Hell's emissaries will continue their search to pinpoint the Jailbreak King's whereabouts. Since there's something I can do to help, I can give it a try. Are you sure? Don't say anything you'll regret. I mean, you sound like you just want me to continue cooking, although are we going to pay a visit to these displacement people Miss Yukari mentioned next? Now people you can visit on a whim. Let's put that aside for now. Give me some time to prepare. Then what do I do next? Right, why don't you head over to Makai? What? Why Makai? They haven't caught her yet, but Hell's emissaries have been in close pursuit of the Jailbreak King. According to intelligence provided by Hell, Mizuchi Miyadeguchi fled to nearby Makai at some point. The emissaries thought she'd once again dig in her heels and hide out in Makai, so they prepared to sweep the area. Yet all they saw was her flee Makai in fear. What in Makai could leave Mizuchi Miyadeguchi so scared? If we can find that, maybe we'll be able to take advantage of another one of her weaknesses. But it's Makai. It's such a scary place. Makai isn't anything near scary. Honestly, it might even be more of a paradise than Gensokyo. Huh? Speaking of, an acquaintance of me and Marisa's seems to have recently gone on a journey through Makai. She's a tricky one, so it's possible she might actually know something. As expected of the Hakure Shrine Maiden, you even have connections to Makai. In that case, you shall go along with the Izakaya owner. With Miss Nemo around, I wouldn't be scared of anything. Fine, I'll go with you just this once. But how do we reach Makai? Simply go through here. Alright, I have things I need to be doing too. Alright, peace out. What a convenient ability she has. Come on, the sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can come back. Okay. To Makai. Fancy. So this is Makai. It's like a dream, right? This even one's called the Hermit's Realm. The Makai's pretty big and it doesn't look like this everywhere. There's the desolate Hokkai, futuristic cities, the works. Right here is the heart of Makai. Why are you so familiar with Makai, Miss Seimu? And let's just say I've traveled through this place a long time ago. I remember you saying that acquaintance of yours is also journeying through Makai. Smooch, I still don't know who she is. Since it's someone you and Miss Marisa know, is she also another human? She's not a human, but she's not your regular spirit either. She's probably closer to a vengeful spirit back then. Oh dear, who could you be talking about? Well, speak of the devil. I'm neither devil nor vengeful spirit, I'm a divine spirit. Hello, divine spirits cause trouble? Hi, Mima. If they're troublemaking gods, and so too are their troublemaking divine spirits, is there a problem? You're definitely a heck of a lot better at blabbering. I can almost see the sparks flying. Mr. Reimu, is this that acquaintance you're talking about? Acquaintance? Is that how you introduced me, Reimu? We're not exactly friends. I'm happy to hear that. Alright. To what do I owe the pleasure? Knowing you, I'm surprised you aren't lazing around somewhere. A criminal who was in prison in hell recently broke out. Apparently she's an extremely powerful vengeful spirit. A mere vengeful spirit managing to break free from the chains of New Hell? Now that's someone I'd like to meet. Can you focus? We were told this criminal fled to Makai at some point. But then she ran away in a panic, allegedly because she encountered something she hates or is afraid of. It seems like you've been in Makai for a while now, so do you have any ideas? So I just missed her? What a shame. Are you saying you had no idea about this? Nope. Then do you know anything about anything that would scare off vengeful spirits in Makai? Nope. Are you doubting my words? I've no reason to lie to you. You always have a hand in anything big or disastrous. Quite it down after coming to Makai, have you? Oh, I really have. Ever since I came to Makai, I've been engrossed in research and nothing else. Alright, that's that then. What to do, Miss Lady? Are we at a dead end? In that case, no other choice but to stay and investigate personally. But what about the shrine? I'm not the one staying behind. What do you mean? You're the one staying. You say you're opening a branch here and investigating in secret. There's no other way. Opening a shop is a good way to gather information from the guests, but it's Yukari's request, so let's just leave everything to her. But I'm not familiar with Makai. Of course, I won't leave you here all alone. I'll visit often. Okay, then, since you're already doing that much, I'll gather as much information as I can. How reliable? A lot more reliable than me. Let's go back to Yukari and also tell her to start preparing a shop for you. Do you know where Miss Yukari is? She's probably waiting for me back at the shrine. You know, I'm beginning to understand why people call you a yokai shrine maiden. What nonsense! I'd like nothing more than you people to leave me alone. I don't know why you people keep clinging on to me. In any case, I'll be heading back first. You should head back as soon as well. I've never been to Makai before, so I'd like to look around, but business cause. I'll have lots of chance to look around in the future, so I should talk to Miss Yukari first. Makai's a nice place, so enjoy taking in sights. Love points. Hello! Whoa, I haven't seen you around here before. Are you a traveler? Actually, wait, I don't have much time left, so we can exchange greetings and all that next time. Makai's a nice place, so enjoy taking in the sights. Thanks. The vehicle rating on looks very special. It's just like a box. It's an electric suitcase that's all the rage in the human world, isn't it great? It's very convenient for travel. Wouldn't flotation magic be more convenient, though? Magic works too, but sometimes relying on human technology is an experience in its own right. I'd like for you to try it, but I'm in a hurry to get somewhere. It's okay, safe travels. Also love points. Singing Mad Hatter. We're all little Mad Hats. Clever, lively, and beloved by everyone. La 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 la. Hi, Ellen. I'm Fua Fua Ellen. You look like... You're not actually a sparrow, are you? I'm a night sparrow. That means you are a sparrow. My goodness, I can't believe there are such giant sparrows in this world. I just said, if that sparrow nesting in my chimney were as large as you, then I really have a problem. Thank heavens it's a small one. I'll never complain about it again. I just told you I'm a night sparrow and I won't build a nest in your chimney. That cat is always by your side. Is that your pet? Yes, his name is Socrates. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Everyone says the names I give my pets are remarkable. Pets? Do you have other pets? Yes, I also have a pet cat named Archimedes. And another one named Plato. I don't know how they're remarkable, but all those names sound familiar. Hang on. Normandy... How on earth do I pronounce that? Oh, I'm going to be late to the tea party. What do you sell? Daughters of the Sea. Makai coffee. What would you like to eat, sir? Broccoli? And cocoa beans. Alright, new vendor. My journey is a sea of stars. All I ever do now is research. I haven't the time to care about much else. But love points? Lady Shinki's the only god in our hearts, but in that young lady's heart, she is like a mother. Don't call her grandma. Location of the statue is the central point of the entire Makai. Impressive, isn't it? Makai is very vast with places like this hidden land, as well as cities and rural areas. Miss Sarah, who is in charge of guarding the gates of Makai, is absent from sight 9 out of 10 times she patrols. I'm really fed up with these days of just getting paid without having to work. Wait, what? Miss Yukari. Welcome back. I've heard everything from Name already. Since it's my request, I can at least use this much for you. But right now I have something else to tell you. Feel free. I have to say, if Name were half as hardworking as you were, yeah, I get the memo. Go on already. It's about those people who observe my movements. I've made the arrangements necessary for you to visit them. So those people they live on the moon. Huh? Lunarians despise many things and have absolutely no tolerance for change. That's why no matter how small we'll never get past their eyes. Any changes. If you train with them in the art of displacement, it would greatly improve your judgment skills. In other words, I'm going to the moon? Whoa! Ballooners don't welcome people from Earth. In their eyes, everything on Earth is impure. There's no way they'll help train Mystia. Perhaps Miss Yukari's connections already extend to the moon? No, Gensoki is at the top of their most hated list, which pretty much means Yukari. I'm afraid that just might be true, so naturally I'm not suitable for greeting Lunarian palms. Perhaps you should pay the Bamboo Forest visit. Someone there might be waiting for you. The Bamboo Forest? You can't mean... Once you've done here, go pay the fabled Brain of the Moon a visit. 18. Aha, there she is. Miss Aiden, are you the Brain of the Moon? That's a very, very old title for me. I've already become an Earthling, so I can't have any of my thoughts limited to only the moon. So, Miss Yukari said you'll help grease the palms of the Lunarians? It seems you're not the only ones whose officers from Hell paid a visit. Are you willing to help? Of course, I'm a resident of Earth now, after all. I have no way or reason to refuse. So, I've already written a letter to my past disciples. They're Princess of the Moon as well as the leader of the Lunar Emissaries. They'll aid you in your training. Thank goodness, I was wondering how we were going to get into the Lunar Capital, but with you around, I'm sure everything will be fine. Lunar Capital has a barrier, so under most circumstances you won't be able to reach it. However, the Dream World contains a passageway which connects the Earth and Moon. The Kaion Passageway, going from the Dream World to the Lunar Capital? That sounds so cool! Of course, even with such a passageway, you can't directly enter the Lunar Capital with your impure body. I'll take a bath every time before I head in there. Is that okay? In the Lunarians, everything which contains life is impure. Do you truly believe that water is all it takes to wash it off? then what do? You must abandon this impure body. But if having life is impure, wouldn't abandoning an impure body mean, I don't want to die, no one told me I need to offer up my own life? You don't have to worry about that, we would never have you throw away your life, we'll use another method. That's a relief, so what am I supposed to do? I have a bit of knowledge regarding creating medicines, and with cooperation from the Ruler of Dreams, I've created a new drug. This is medicine which is able to materialize your dream self, the Hodai Dreamer. You're too humble, you call this a bit of knowledge? By the way, how do I use this pill? Once you consume this pill, your body will fall asleep and enter the dream world. From dream world, you can head to the lunar capital through the Kayan passageway. Wouldn't that just be a dream, though? It may just be a dream, but everything that happens is real. Rather than dreaming, it's more like having another body. I don't get it. Explaining everything to you would indeed be very difficult. All you need to know is that the dream world is also part of reality. The dream world is part of reality. I'm completely lost, but since this is coming from the legendary sage that is the brain of the moon, I'll go along with whatever you said. You've given up on thinking? That's fine, too. Once you consume this pill, you'll be able to freely head to the lunar capital. Okay. Doesn't taste like much. Well, I'm a doctor, not a chef. Even with all this, the lunar capital isn't a place where you can freely run around. The two princes will aid you during your training. Talk to them first when you reach the lunar capital. I got it. Thanks for everything, Miss Aideen. Nice bro flies to the moon. Makai's there. Lunar capital. To the moon. I made it up ahead is the lunar capital. Ah, princess, she's here. Hey-san. Yes, I see her. So this is the person from Master's letter? She doesn't seem like anything special. Apparently she's a good cook. She's a distinguished guest here. Make sure to take good care of her, you guys. Yes. Seriously, why is everyone gathered here? Aren't you also eager to see who Master arranged for us to meet? I'm here because Master asked me to train her. Master asked us to train her. She's staring blankly at us. Oh dear, it's not good hospitality to leave our guest standing there in shock. Hello, welcome to the Lunar Capital. I'm Raisin, a lunar emissary. Raisin? Ah, hello, I'm Mystia from Earth. I know, all the rabbits have been talking about you. Apparently you're a good cook. Ahem. Let me introduce you. Those are the Lunarian Princess, Lady Toyohime and Lady Yorihime. They also serve as the of leaders. They serve as leaders of us lunar emissaries. Miss Toyohime, Miss Yorihime, it's very nice to meet you. You can skip the courtesies. Since Master wants me to train you, don't expect me to go easy on you. Are you ready? Hi. You didn't bring anything with you? Huh? That's too bad here. I thought I'd get to have a taste of Earth's cuisine. Sister. Toi. You're being too strict, Yorihime. Don't scare our guest on our first meeting. What if it affects her cooking? Sorry, bringing food from Earth didn't cross my mind at all. We've no need for that. You're here today because you want to detect movements, right? Yes, so what do I have to do? First off, open a branch in the lunar capital. Yeah, huh? My sister will turn most aside. She's right. This is the most effective training method for you. By training, you mean, to you, this training is to clearly see the preferences of every guest, so that you can quickly ascertain any oddities in the target. That's why there's only one place your training will take place in, be it Moon or Earth, your Izakaya. When the opportune moment comes, I will give you a test. Please be prepared for that. In other words, I need to remember the preference of all the guests in the lunar capital. From what I hear, the lunar capital has 8 million gods. Pfft. How cute, you really think you'll be let anywhere near those gods? The gods are living in Takamagahara. Where you stand, strictly speaking, is simply the lunar capital's outer defense perimeter. Defense perimeter? This is a fortified gateway designed to be used as a stronghold during wartime and to station reserve troops as guards during peacetime. It's a bit of a shame, but I actually feel relieved that way. You better not be thinking of slacking off. You'll never see the end of training with such half-baked attitudes. I'm not returning you to Master Half-Baked. I understand. I'll do my best to pass your training. That's the spirit. The rabbits have already prepared a storefront for you. Steel yourself and step to it. Yes! Rabbits from the moon and rabbits from the earth are completely different. The Lunarians don't seem to be exactly what the rumors make them out to be. I thought my welcome would be a lot colder. Anyway, it's time to focus on my training. I feel like my muscles are gonna kill me tomorrow. Finally, break time. The Lunar Capital has pretty strict drills, huh? You guys are virtually training the entire day. Lady Yorihime will punish us if we stop. She's a lot more strict on herself than she is on us, mind you. Sounds tough. Does the Lunar Capital really need to put so much focus into this military, though? Are we so sure that there's going to be a war? Who knows? It would be just another meaningless thing in the pile of meaningless things I'm doing. That's just how work is. Listen, we're falling in. Oh, time sure flies by when you aren't paying attention, so we need to get back to training. Good luck. Is it break time right now? Of course not, as if we would have had so much break time. Then why has everyone stopped? Because Lady Toyohime has just paid us a visit. Every time Lady Toyohime visits, she'll chat with us very warmly. Then Lady Yorihime will go and lecture Lady Toyohime, meaning we can slack off as much as we want. You guys sure put a lot of effort into not putting in effort. Even better, Lady Toyohime always brings tons of gifts every time she visits. Well, tons of peaches. Those two are like complete opposites. Sure does seem like peaches, though. Alright, what can I buy here? Red bean, bamboo is nice, peaches are nice. Mojito spheres looks amazing. Space beer. Is that like everything that I need? Alright, another place to spend more money. I heard that on the surface they're hosting a Lunar Capital Expo using old items that have already been eliminated from the Lunar Capital. Isn't that this damaging her reputation? Also, this part's canon. Hooray, work is over if you buy everything from her. 40 years ago, she was heavily criticized for abandoning her compatriots and escaping from the moon just before the Lunar War began. But now, who are you talking about? I'm talking about... No, that name doesn't belong to her in the Lunar Capital anymore. Udonge. I want to do something other than make medicine. There must be endless possibilities on Earth, right? Lady Yodahime is the most talented princess and can easily summon 8 million gods. As long as she wanted to, it wouldn't be difficult to summon her master, Lady 18. Lunar Capital exists on the far side of the moon and is hidden by a barrier. Even if humans intend to attack, they cannot enter as long as they cannot destroy the barrier. I have 8 million tricks up my sleeve. Why are you the only one training the rabbits, Miss Yodahime? Because it is my duty. But Miss Toyohime is also leader of the Lunar Emissaries, right? How come she isn't here? My sister has her own business to attend to. You shouldn't pry. I was just wondering. I heard you're also a shrine maiden, Miss Yodahime? Correct. Moreover, the power of a shrine maiden is not the power of science. Within the Lunar Capital, I'm the only one capable of summoning divine spirits. Using the power of the divine spirits like cheating. Shouldn't there be a ritual or something? Generally, there is a proper procedure that a shrine maiden must adhere to in order to summon divine spirits. But I do not need such procedure. I can call upon divine spirits swiftly whenever needed. That means if someone were to fight against you, it would be like fighting 8 million gods at the same time. I'll definitely make sure to stay on your good side. Happy to work with you. Is the other one on the opposite side? No. Oh, there she is. Help! The abode of the gods lie ahead. Entry is forbidden. Peaches. I love being carefree. What should I be doing next, Miss Toyohime? Oh, if it's combat, learning, courtesy, and stuff like that, Yodihime's pretty much in charge of all of it. I see, I'll go and look for Miss Yodahime after this then. So what are you in charge of, Miss Toyohime? Well, resting perhaps? Oh, eating peaches is one of my daily tasks too. Are you sure you can afford to be so carefree? Isn't it great to be carefree? I love being carefree! What is it? Nothing. You've been staring at me for so long, I'll even throw in a peach if you tell me. It should be fine since Miss Toyohime is so friendly. Actually, I once heard a story about you on Earth. Oh dear, how embarrassing. So I'm a bit curious, is your true form really an age-old crocodile? What? Oh, now I'm mad. No peaches for you, huh? Although Lady Toyohime and Lady Yodahime are both leaders of Lunar Emissaries, Lady Toyohime never participates in training. Alright, now start working on upgrading these. Get love points for what, 6 days? New tips. Get some ingredients from Mokou. Get some bamboo. Get bamboos. Not a lot of ingredients though. I'm going to do Myoden Temple today, right? There's not much shit trending. So some moon mochi. More Yomu things. Get bus for doing nothing. Yep, hyper mode for doing nothing. Literally 0 notes for hyper mode. Wee! Kogasa approaches. You're just about at 4. Slice. Wee! Surprising food. Love points. Suddenly rain. Thing crashed pretty quickly too. Only wants fruity. Dang Junior vintage. Feed Odin some fishy stuff. Oh, you still want more, huh? Need strength. You're gonna run out of money. She's like, my budget. This was all given to me by the kids. So you have 427 left, something fruity. I'll give you a little bit more expensive fruity stuff. So I invite so many special guests, but none of them show up. I mean, there's one. I actually have to work for my buffs this time. Press the button. Consume your budget. Give Futo her regular. You get expensive stuff. I'm going to someone's fresh, but what does she actually request? Smoked Buccaneer. Beef salt chili honey. Make it fresh. Sweet drink. This one's sweet, right? Yes. Alright, here you go, Murasa. Have some meat in your mouth. Anchor just smashes the ground. Oh, here you go, Marisa. Blow your, It's only 4,900 budget. The journeys of mankind are how food comes across food. Specialty. This is pretty specialty. I knew need a pure white lotus as well. Add some meat to it. Give Futo these all the time. Give Marisa these all the time. Alright, Nua gets these. Do you like that? Alright, Marisa gets this. You get that, and you get that. There goes your budget. Maybe gets more of these because they're pretty chillable. They're quite chill. Is this legendary? Yes. Aha, Guya finally shows up. She wants soda, how about Ramune? Rice balls, rice balls, rice balls. I see a Sanai as well. Guya wants legendary. She liked this, right? Turn back some time. Sanai loves this. What's your budget? 600? Do you have any expensive sodas? Yes! She sounds like she... That looks amazing, too. Get my buffs out again. Hyper mode. Forgot to put mochi on the menu. Alright, Marisa wants some hot stuff. Make it golden greasy. Guya gets a pretty decent budget, too. Turn back time. What's the cheapest vintage I have? It's pretty much just ice cream smoothie, right? Marisa's done, thanks for the 4,000. Turn back time. How much more budget does Sanai have? Keep giving her decently priced booze. Keep giving Guya the same thing. Huh, what are you doing here? She'll think this for Narumi. Turning back time. Here, have expensive stuff. How much does Sanai have left? 70? I'm gonna beverages you want? Sake. Man, Kaguya's turning back time a lot. Turn back time some more. You want something mild? I'll have to give you more expensive booze. Alright, is Kaguya done, or is she gonna turn back time even more? She's done. Tips. There's a Kana. I wonder if we're gonna cause Kana problems. Alright, need my buffs again. Mochi's on the menu, just nobody's ordering it. Hyper mode. Should I give her cheap stuff and see how long she stays? See if I can cause some problems? Stop some special guests? Uh-oh, here come the problems. People suddenly line up. It's a good pairing with a tip one too. Especially have Kasen. Alright, how many people are we gonna get through? The person factory. Go Yomu, go Yomu. Help a bit with beverages. Get all these people moved. Toss out some drinks. Can I just hang out here and let you guys finish off the rest of the night? Or do I need some more rice balls to make the people finish quickly? Expensive stuff. Alright guys. Sorry, I couldn't get all of you guys in. That's okay, I'll just hang out here. We'll just take the rest of you guys' budget. Some tips. I'll just hang out here with the panda. Hi panda! That pussy. Also random bunnies. I'm hiding John Cena and you can't see me. Did it. 50,000! 12,500 commission. But I do get some profits. It's like, Yuka, why you no show up? Buy from new places. Kizo! Oh, Futo's almost finished. It'd be great if you guys could drop by. It's like, don't make me open the Garden of the Sun again. Huh, your Pure Lotus sure is popular. Everyone thinks the dish is really interesting. I told them you came up with it. Oi! The hell are you blabbering about? They were all shocked when they heard it, and they really appreciated you caring for them. Whatever you say, not like I care anyhow. Rude. Why are urban legends always so popular? That's because these rumors are inexplicable and spine-chilling at the same time, yet they don't do any actual harm. Nothing would say humanity's thirst for mystery more. Don't do any actual harm, but I heard there's a monster in the village that will kidnap human children. I think he was called Red Raincoat or something? Kidnapping children is just another Tuesday for yokai and all. Eh? But kidnapping and then releasing them is the trend nowadays. It's like a kind of practice for the temple, I guess. Is that what it means to be a good Samaritan? You know, why do urban legends always happen in toilets? Like Red Cloak, Akaname Hanako-san. Maybe being scared in the toilet effectively gets rid of constipation? Wrong. Why then? The corner is a human dashing out from a toilet super duper funny. That's not very nice of them. Is my smoked buccaneer good enough, Miss Murasa? Good enough, good enough. It took me who knows how many days to develop the secret recipe and you cracked it in a day. Angry? That's because you added heavy seasoning to your meat, so it's not very hard to taste. If it bothers you, I won't make it in the future. Not really. Smoking meat is actually a hassle. Now that you've learned it, I can just order some at your shop. Really, feel free, I'll show you my best smoked meat yet. That's right, stick your meat in her mouth. I heard from Kyoko there's a dignified disciple who's like a big sister in one here. Why don't I see her around? If you're talking about Showa, she's technically the avatar of Bishamonten, so appearing too often in front of people would cause a ruckus. So she wants to remain mysterious. More or less, compared to stuff you can see and touch, humans prefer worshipping the intangible more. That's what you say, but she's actually afraid of slipping up, right? You can't fool me. She may be the avatar Bishamonten in name, but I'm sure she's just a yokai tiger. You know, she originally was a yokai. She has already become an existence which can gather faith on her own. If you want to talk strength, she's in the same boat as that god on the mountain. No way, a yokai who attained enlightenment. I just noticed your ladle is bottomless too. Since one already knows my weakness, I gotta work hard to overcome it. Then how do you usually flood a ship with water? My ladle may be leaking, but it can still hold water. How on earth do you do that? As long as you put a heart into it, nothing is impossible. Don't use such a cool line for pranks. Relax, due to Mount Temple's influence, I don't cause accidents willy-nilly now. Really? I'll at least pick and choose the targets I want to sink. Aren't you still causing accidents then? New quest. When you say one leg one eye, Ippon Datara comes to mind. You know your stuff, I modeled myself after the image of Ippon Datara. Why? Isn't the Ippon Datara a well-known classic yokai? I want to become just as notorious. No wonder you're such a good blacksmith. The Ippon Datara is a renowned blacksmith too. Yep, so I trained my blacksmithing skills to the absolute limit. I'm not all talk. You sure are hardworking. I believe in effort, but since you've already made so many preparations, why do you keep failing to scare people? I wonder, I put in so much effort yet I can't scare anyone. What point is there in living in such a good for nothing... sorry. Well, I apologize, it's my fault for being so worthless. I was a worthless umbrella, now I'm a worthless yokai. Yep, I'm just don't fret. Why don't you tell me what you've been doing? We can think of a solution together. I know it'll look scary, so I changed my umbrella to look like the Ippon Datara and used that to scare people. I think that line of thought is fine, but I can't scare anyone. What else have you done? I heard I could easily scare people by hiding near roads with lots of rumors and danger. A treasure ship just so happened to have arrived in Gensokyo, so I hid near the treasure ship and scared humans who wanted to explore it. Sounds great. How'd it go? I got beat up by humans. I didn't get it, so I flipped through my many classic ghost stories and I discovered everyone scares people at night, so I patiently waited until night. Now I'm sure you'll scare someone. I still got beat up by humans. Gensokyo humans are too unreasonable, so I thought, why not scare this newcomer who had just built the temple in Gensokyo? Isn't that way too reckless? My plan to scare the temple's head priestess may have failed, but since I kept loitering around the temple, I accidentally discovered that Myoran Temple Cemetery suits me very well. Right, I almost forgot, didn't you say you could scare people by staying in the cemetery? Sob. That's how it was initially, but there's so many humans in Gensokyo, the cemetery's visitors don't change very often. I don't scare them anymore because they're already used to it. You don't say, is this my future? Strange, all the effort you put in seems to be going in the right direction, right, though? Why can't you scare anyone? I sure wonder why. Maybe the reason you can't scare anyone is because these methods are too old. I see, so you're saying my method for scaring has to keep up with the times? Yeah, I got the chance to understand that dishes can become weapons too. In that case, dishes should also be able to become tools for scaring people. Whoa, can it really? Let's give it a shot. We'll create a freakish dish unique to Gensokyo. You're awesome. Is there anything I can help with? I'm not sure how out of the ordinary something has to be considered surprising. I'll create some wonderful dishes for you, and then we can look for ideas together. No problem. I'll wait for you right here. Love points. More love points. More love points. It's like I'm not collecting ingredients anymore, I'm just inviting everybody. It's like neglect froggy coins too. And how many wonderful dishes did you want? 5. Hello, let's make a heart-throbbing dish. Feeling the extraordinary, I think I'm starting to understand the secret behind surprising dishes. Really, wait a bit, I'll sort out my thoughts and sketch it out. It's done! It can't be done? I knew it, I'm useless after all. No, it can be done, really, of course, this idea is very interesting. Thank you, just leave the cooking to me. Heart-throbbing surprise! Surprise! You still need to come along too. No more eating. Froggies. Chat with you guys, what, 6 times? Also, where's Mima hanging out? Oh, there she is. Hiding up here. Hi Miss Mima. Macroscopic matter is composed of molecules, atoms, and ions, which are connected by different chemical bonds. Miss Mima, quiet. Huh? Okay. Miss Mima, motion is absolute while rest is relative. Whether an object is in motion or at rest depends on the frame of reference. Miss Mima, don't speak to me right now. Oof, okay. Up to the capital too. Poor overwork today, Sen. Alright, chat with you guys. It starts working towards. There's a 2.5 hearts. Chat with you guys. All my time. You know what? Fuck it, let's open here. It'll be a slow night, but maybe these 2 that I need will actually show up. We'll be tossing salads. Put one expensive thing on there. Alright, put Yomu to work again. With only 6 tables. Get them moving quickly. Buff time. Happy music time. Get some spare rice balls. Cheap to make. Ah, finally. He's kind of meat or vegetarian. Throw some meat on it. Hehehehe. Alright, medicine, here you go. Loves it! Alright, Kogasa wants home cooking. Make it odd. Goddamn vintage for her. Oh, she needs something specific. Heart-throbbing surprise. Oops, didn't you use my special station? You can't add home cooking to it, which is exactly what she wants. Oh well, she's getting it anyways. Do not like. Orange. Well, now you can have this. She's like, much better. Rigo wants abnormal food. Blast away your budget? Forgot to use the right steamer. Anyways, I know Kogasa likes this. Budget murder. Immediately gone. Alright, Futo just needs points because she's almost done, right? Yes. See, what was Niten Ichiru? Yeah. That covers 3 of her tags. And you, we want to destroy your budget. Oops, wrong one. You get this. Bye, Kogasa. Shimyomaru appears. Budget destruction. Aha, finally a Yuka. Do not touch flowers with greasy hands. Right, she likes the wind priestesses. I love stories about bravery and resilience. Means she wants legendary. So I'm just going for love points for everyone. I can make her special mochi all day long. Make Yuka happy. Make everybody happy. How much your budget's left? 287. Shouldn't give you a drink worth 400. Need to get my buffs back. I see a Kaguya. You want aura bursting? The only thing I have really is Niten Ichiru. Make it sweet. Giving wine to children. Futo's getting a lot, that's good. Finish her off. Wait, that came out wrong? Or did it? Lineup starting. Alright, you're getting this. Still like it. Aya wants some balls in her mouth. And wants to tango. Suddenly people. Now she wants Japanese. Or Shinmyomaru. She does like Japanese sweet small portions, so... Do I have any spares? Yes, I do. Just feed her one. Some time turned back. Shit's gonna trend. Now you want good with alcohol. Guess what? Balls in your mouth are good with alcohol. Your budget's 430. I'll also get rid of 400 of that. Actually, I'm gonna give her some of this. Desserts can heal a soul. Well then, have some dessert. Give Kagerou this all the time. Line up! Special guests need to move along so to make room. Shimimano needs culture. Kids like soda. Also a Nua and a Tenshi in the lineup there. Balls in Naya's mouth. More expensive coffee. Try to get like cheapest stuff all the time just because she keeps changing back time. I'm okay with this. You want fresh? Fresh balls in your mouth? Giving milk to Nue? There goes Aya having a time of her life again. Here you go, Nue. Keep it cheap with modern Ramune. You want raw? Make it raw. Turn back time. Then she wants her usual salad. And some of that cock. Man, Tenshi loves the cock. Materials are free right now. Cheap booze as well. Need my buffs back. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, you want peculiar now, Nue. Balls of cicadas in your mouth. Seiga likes hot strength boosting. Good with alcohol. Wonderful. I guess you can power soup it up. Keep the people moving. So she wants it good with alcohol. Don't need to cover too many tags. I can just cover just one and keep it cheap. Give you expensive booze. Gotta bash through your budget. Every place has its own unique dishes. That's gotta be specialty. Power soup. Considering this is a specialty dish. Get more cock for Tenshi. Nothing improves my mood like seeing something emit smoke. For Seiga, that's super hot. Which is literally this again. So I just need a ton of love points. Tenshi's gonna give me so much money. You like this, right? One of my goals, I require more power. We know how to give you that. Fucking Tenshi just give me like 6,000. Alright, we're halfway through the night. Midnight snack, small portion. This is a pretty small portion. That's right, order more. Just thought a future where the weak or the strong already has me excited. That's aura bursting. Covers hot. Can I make it good with alcohol? Yes. Should be enough of her tags. Anyway, there's 3 tags on her food, 1 on her drink. That's enough to get the pink ratings. Although most of the time keeping people like 5 of their tags. Alright, now what do you want? More aura bursting. We can give peculiar as well. Keeping it mid. Blow through your budget. I mean, this already covers 3 of Sega Genesis's tags. Alright, there's your aura bursting. That's random. Need my buffs. You want home cooking now? Add potato. Get hyper mode again. Give Inosuke as regular. This with onion. Have more pricier beer. Serving many guests. Macombo! How much budget do you have left? 100? It's expensive beer. Is there any mid-level beer? This one, kind of. Coupons! I mean, his food costs 6. Give you these. Any other special guests? Or am I just hanging out here waiting for Yomu to finish up the night? Pretty good for a 6-table night. There's so much vibing going on. Mochi! Tossing salads! I guess I don't need hyper mode, I can just have them just slowly wait. All done. 44,000, not a bad night. Guests served. Alright, 20,000 profits. Because commission things. Alright, so this time's major event was senior engineer. This time's major event was going to the lunar capital in a new area, so next time I'm not sure which major event we'll do. We'll either do Yuyuko's refight again, or maybe we'll do the bizarre cooking competition or something. Or maybe do some Nitori and Marisa shenanigans. So thanks for watching! Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a comment, like it, and share it. You can also click on the left button if you want to subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications, and click the right one to watch more Mystias Izakaya. Tasty treats!